Alright YouTube, in this video what we are going to see is how to create the number rotation. As you can see on the screen, the number is getting rotated. Since my PC is little so you cannot see it because the recording software is also on. It counts from 10 and ends on 1, and same way it goes on repeating. This is how we are going to see. This is what we are going to see in this tutorial. I'm not going to create it, I'm just going to explain it. Here we are going to use only the CSS, not the jQuery or PHP. Fine. Before that, let me show you how our HTML looks like. We have a div called container, and inside the div we have some set of divs which start from 0, or you can say which start from 10 and which ends on 1. Each has a class called numbers, and the container we are going to define. Before getting into the container, we are going to define the body. The body has display flux, align item center, justify content center, and height of 100 pixels so that the container fits perfectly in the middle of the screen. Fine. Now we are going to define the container. The width and height is specified and made position relative so that I can use shadow at the bottom by using the pseudo element before. I have mentioned position absolute and bottom of -100 pixel, and height you can see is just 20 pixel at the bottom, and I have blurred it of 50 pixel, and I have made an animation to the shadow. The shadow will shrink on 0%, on 10% it will gets it full width, and now again it shrinks on 100%. Now we come to the number which is inside the class container. We have specified it position absolute and displayed it center so that it perfectly fits in the center of the container, and I have mentioned the font 25 so that it looks bigger, and to highlight the text I have used text shadow, and now 90 degree means it will not show up. Only 0 degree shows up and 180 degree shows up. 0 degree shows up in the normal way, 180 degree shows up in the opposite way, like 10 would be displayed as 0 1. 0 will not show up and 270 degree will not show up. That's why I have written 90 degree, so I don't want to show up. And I have mentioned rotate animation which of duration 10 pixel. Each of them will get the animation delay starting from 0 to the first element, and 1 to the second class, and 3 second to the third class of number, and so on, so that when one shows up other cannot show or will not show. Finally, I have mentioned the rotated, define the rotated animation. At a 0 second it should be on 0 degree, that means it should show up, and on 10 degree it should get rotated, and on 100 degree it should completely disappear. Now that will make the video the animation. Thank you so much for listening. Get the source code in the description.